for some football now from Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The second-year man, Cam Little, has the honors. And off we go from Jacksonville. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback, number 2 overall pick going back to 2016, the veteran Carson Wentz.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
And he's going to be stuck at the way for the defense to hold up here at home.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day, we're bringing it, and boy, did they ever.
Now Wentz. He takes off. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
First down.
So there's a fine line, Mike, between giving your wide receivers every chance they can to get open downfield, but at the same time, you can't stress your protection. I think he does a nice job in this case understanding that balance. He escapes the pocket, turns into a runner, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
A run. And here's Mason. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
2nd and 11. To throw, Wentz. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson, and it's going to be 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect the passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz. Now, screen set up for Mason. And And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker. And will bring up third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
Wentz. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he will have first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast,
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
and you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium, and this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt, and the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He knocks it through. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings 7, Jaguars nothing.
Riker out now, following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
Brings up third.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Vikings offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Back is Wentz. Oh, the ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want, but now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier, because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Here's 3rd and 2. To throw, here's Wentz. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Great job here by the quarterback on 3rd and short, knowing that if nothing's there downfield, he can pick this up with his legs, and not only is he able to pick up the first down, he gets a whole lot more than that.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground is Mason. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Throwing is Wentz. He keeps it himself.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
3rd down and 9. They'll throw out of the gun. To the right side and corralled by Thielen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Parker Washington is deep for Jacksonville.
The long snapper is going to have to shoulder this one, Mike. I mean, this one falls flat on his plate. He put his punter in a really bad spot, and he wasn't able to bail him out, and disaster strikes.
The Jaguars offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Gives this one to Etienne. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
That's good for
This is already a little better than the first time. Opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pickup there by the back to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Complete, he finds Brian Thomas. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 50. What a way to start this drive. A 2nd big play. This one for 22.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings 7-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2.
3rd and 3.
3rd down, 3 to go. Working out the gun, under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
So it is 4th down, and that'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars are on the board. It's 7-3. So, after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. Price now to return it. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Vikings offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete.
Complete to Justin Jefferson. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates. Now, after that near turnover, clock is stopped. We have an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. To throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
Here's Ryan right now. And remember, his first was blocked. Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. We are through 1. It's the Vikings with the edge. And we'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 6. as we are ready to get back underway. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. He'll try to run for it. And the player that is down is Trevor Lawrence. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. First and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll step up and run. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
And he just continues to show the ability to extend drives with his legs. It's not something people immediately bring up when they talk about him, Mike, but as we've seen, he's more than capable of making something happen whenever the opportunity presents itself.
This run straight ahead for ETN. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Mullins. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
They'll run the sneak, and he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10-yard line.
The middle, here's ETN. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have a clock in their head. They understand exactly how much time do they have before they start stressing the protection. He realized pretty quickly here it was time to go, tuck the ball, become a runner, and he's able to pick up a big gain.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. ETN will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it, and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars are on top. It's now 10-7.
Jaguars 10, Vikings 7.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. To return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He'll run. This is Mason. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Minnesota. On the return, here's Washington. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Mullins. Left side, it's caught by Brown. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 14.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
In motion comes Thomas. He'll show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, Mullins. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
15 yards yards on the
That's
play.
his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
In motion comes Thomas. Throwing is Mullins. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Man in motion is Brown. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Jalen Redmond in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's third down.
Nice job bouncing back there on second down. First down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in second and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up third and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
3rd and 6. Here's Mullins. He'll step up and run this.
A gain of 9 yards. Move those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on third down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Mullins to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
And 10.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open, the ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
Now, ETN. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw. Mullins. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver.
It's 4th down.
And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
All right, so in these third and short, third and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have 4th down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging 4th down decision.
Vikings 7.
So, after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more. Set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Seam for a moment, was taken down after a solid return. The Jags offense getting set to get back to work. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Begins with a carry from Etienne. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
The tackle by Andrew Van Ginkel. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd, they need 8. He'll drop to throw. This one hauled in by Thomas. A minute 58 to go in the first half of play. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Etienne. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
He takes off.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Vikings 37-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. A hit as he threw. The pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Down. They'll set up to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
That's good for a
big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
And he's in! Travis Etienne, touchdown Jaguars. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
Just a great way to finish off the drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game, and you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Jaguars add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
To the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll motion over Thielen. Throwing is Wentz. Catch made by Thielen. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Wentz. He's going to keep it himself. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw, here's Wentz. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And third down coming up. Is Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
That's going to be caught, and he's going to pick up the first down. He was short when he caught it, but knew exactly where he needed to get to, gets there, and keeps the drive alive.
Vikings first down.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
To throw, Wentz. Now he takes off, and he'll give himself up here, but it's a gain of 5 on first down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 29.
Halftime coming up. Let's go downstate, and Scott Hansen has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Play action now. It's Lawrence. That's swung out to Etienne. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. Now a handoff. Etienne, he'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle, in there for the sack.
Really nice job here in the second half for this defense to come out and make a play. That last sack's going to go a long way to getting off the field, getting the offense the ball back, and see if they can chip away.
Jaguars ready to punt this one away. As he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Score, Jaguars 20, Vikings 7.
The Vikings offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Now, faking the give, he'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And this will wind up a Vikings 1st down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
They'll motion over Thielen. He'll get this out wide, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Adam Thielen. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Wentz. Now, screen set up from Mason. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. Returnable from the 17. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. That's Jonathan Grenard in for the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
2nd down, they need 7. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. Parker Washington was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, and they had a shot there, Mike. He just overthrows his man, and this just comes down to just continuing to get on the same page. This is a feel throw, a feel route. Just puts a little too much air on it, and he just can't quite run it down.
And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll put Addison in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll motion over Thielen. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. The two-time Pro Bowler, Josh Hines Allen, in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. That's to the tight end, Nick Van Ness. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down.
So the two components to a scramble drill, Mike, is the quarterback has to buy time with his legs, and then all of the receivers need to second reaction and come open downfield late. And he bought time, but nobody was able to separate, and there's nowhere to go with the ball.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. Brian Thomas now in the Jaguars offense getting set for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. Man in motion is Brown. A 1st down throw for Lawrence. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Byron Murphy on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. The RPO, they'll get it to Brown. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Vikings offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The former 1st overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker, getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. Look to throw. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he's taken down up past the 35. They get 22 yards there. 1st down, Minnesota.
Vikings, 1st down.
Waste of time.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
The ball comes out. The Jaguars have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
So, after the fumble return, they'll bring the offense out and go for 2. They'll try to pick it up with Etienne. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Price now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Moving to his left, taking off, and he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. On the ground is Mason. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
He's across midfield.
Couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
First down, Minnesota.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big game, and he picks up the first down.
Here comes the jet sweep. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give him the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down. And when these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space, they are a handful to track down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Throwing is Wentz. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the third quarter has come to an end. On 4th down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. Riker's kick is good. And the Vikings are back within 2 scores. Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. Back out now to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Jaguars offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Etienne. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Lawrence. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Lawrence. That is caught by Washington. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the 4th quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
To Travis Etienne. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now here's Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
They'll put the tight end Miller in motion. On the give, it's Etienne. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Jacksonville.
Jaguars first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
1st and 10. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. We're going to run it, and this is LaQuint Allen. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground? That screen just never had a chance. Anytime the running back has the ball and he's making guys miss in the backfield, there's going to be no timing to the play. It just allows too much time for the rest of the defense in pursuit to get there, and in this case winds up as no gain.
A 47-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Jaguars will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So, after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. Price now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense ready to get back to work. They'll motion over Thielen. They'll run. This is Mason. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
A run. And here's Mason. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
They'll stick with him again. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Minnesota.
He'll set up to throw. Short pass caught by Oliver. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Second and 6 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's second and 6. Back is Wentz. He's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Here's third and 7. To throw, Wentz. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point, Mike. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. To throw, here's Wentz. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Lawrence. Outside, complete to Thomas. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
4 makes it 3rd and 7.
To throw is Lawrence. Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Man in motion here is Washington. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Wow, how he got away from that first defender, I have no idea. This will wind up with positive yardage on the play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked up by the veteran, Harrison Smith.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Wentz. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here later.
He'll step up and run this. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's Wentz. To the right side and corralled by Thielen. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
Back to throw. That's caught left side by Hawkinson.
Complete to T.J. Hawkinson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
A gain of 5.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Throw across his body is complete. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go.
Second and 4 at the Jaguars' 30-yard line.
Here comes second and 4. Back to the air one more time. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout, and they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Call it a gain of 13. It'll be a Vikings first down. Wentz, a throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion.
Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
Back to the air again on second and 10. This is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Riker good with the extra point, and the Vikings are able to cut into the deficit.
Vikings 17.
Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
A kneel down here from Lawrence, and that should wrap things up. So shout to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say so long from Jacksonville.